Answering questions about the massive corruption scandal that surrounds the Buffalo Billion.
We have to be clear and speak with one voice that any wrongdoing in state government will be punished severely.
The governor said he is disappointed about the charges that were filed yesterday and has zero tolerance policy for waste, fraud, and abuse. Good evening to you. Donna's off tonight. 9 people face felony charges for an alleged bid rigging scheme. They include a former top aide to the governor. News 4's Dave Graber was at the Albright Knox Art Gallery today as the governor announced a major change this afternoon.
Well, Jackie, when it comes to that federal corruption case, really the biggest news of the day had to do with an exchange of power. For years, one single agency in SUNY Polytech had the control and the flow of money and of projects for things like the Buffalo Billion, of which SolarCity is the crown jewel. Governor Cuomo assured the media and the public today that despite that federal corruption case, that the work down at Riverbend for SolarCity will continue unabated, as will the idea of the Buffalo Billion.
It's just so powerful in its reality.
Ever since the $750 million SolarCity project was greenlighted, Governor Andrew Cuomo touted its success in terms of jobs, jobs, jobs. But today, just 24 hours after the announcement of a massive federal corruption scandal that implicated 9 people, including the head of SolarCity's general contractor, LP Simonelli, Cuomo was more abstract.
The Buffalo Billion, I was saying, is not about projects in the ground and 9 individuals who are alleged to have done bad acts. Buffalo Billion is about a whole enterprise that has been going on for years that involves hundreds and hundreds of people in transforming Buffalo fundamentally.
But there's also the actual project that's transforming Riverbend and the city's south side and the promise of thousands of local jobs. I asked Governor Cuomo whether the federal investigation would taint work moving forward.
It's tainted, quote unquote. I don't know what that means in this context. The building is going up, the company is moving in, the jobs are being produced.
I guess
there's an allegation, there's an allegation that the company may have done something wrong that developed it. Fine, it'll go to the courts. There'll be a process, there'll be a trial. If they did something wrong, then they'll be punished.
And when it comes to the process to finish SolarCity?
It won't have a day-to-day effect. The building is going to proceed, the company moves in, the jobs are created.
Now, coming up on News 4 at 5:30, I'll tell you the other reason that Governor Cuomo was in town to announce that $125 million expansion at Albright Knox, which will be moving forward thanks to a very sizable donation. We'll tell you about that, and we'll tell you exactly why Albright Knox will soon have a third name added to its title.